Hello Gemini, and welcome to your August 2020 forecast reading with me, Intuitive Rene. It's lovely to have you here. For those of you who are returning to my channel, who are familiar with my work, it's so lovely to have you with us. Thank you so much for your support. It really does mean the world to me. And for those of you who are finding me for the first time, an extra warm special welcome to you, and I hope you enjoy your stay here at my channel. So this is your reading for the month of August 2020 for all Geminis in the world. So this is for Gemini sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or as I like to say, even just for those who have an interest in Gemini. So if you've got children who are Gemini, your partner may be Gemini, you may fancy a Gemini, you just resonate or connect or are interested in the Gemini energy, this reading is absolutely for you as well. And I'm sure everybody will get something out of it. So this reading is to cover the month ahead. It's looking at the month of August. So generally I post these a couple of days before the new month to give you insight into the month, what you can expect, what you need to be prepared for, what you need to be mindful of, and what's going to come up for you. That is done once a month, and I do it for all signs of the zodiac. But then I also have a whole bunch of other content that you may be interested in. So on a Monday, we do taroscopes. On a Tuesday, Wednesday, and a Thursday, we do very short little tarot readings just for quick insight for the day. And then on Fridays, or as I like to call them, Fridays, on Fridays, we have pick a card to give you so much guidance and so much inspiration. So there's a lot of content on my channel. So if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss out on anything. And if you click the little bell notification, you will receive a notification every time I upload a video. So you certainly won't miss a thing. Okay, so on the table here in front of me, I have a whole bunch of decks that I'm going to be using today to give you this reading. And I have chosen these decks at random from my collection. And the way that I structure these month-long or these month-ahead videos is that we get one card that gives us the theme for the month of August, okay? So we'll know, generally speaking, the kind of energy that August is going to have. And then I'm going to take another deck, which is going to give us the detail or the specifics for the month ahead, and then we're going to get a message from Spirit, and we're going to end it off with finding out which is our spirit animal for the month, or which spirit animal is working with us for the month, and what message they have for us as well. Okay, so there's quite a lot to get into, there's quite a lot to cover, so I hope you've got a cuppa of something. Get yourself settled in, get ready, and let's get straight into it. Oh, the other thing that I needed to say to you is when we do the detail, when we do the specifics for the month, I've actually broken the month up into 3 areas or time frames, and it's really just the beginning, the middle, and the end of the month. So you're looking at 10 days, 10 days, 10 days, but understand that there is always a bit of an overlap. So your first cycle or your first period, as much as we're saying 10 days, it may be 8, and then we start building into the next, and so on and so on. Okay, so there's no definitive rule as to when the first period starts, ends, and the next period starts and ends. There's always a bit of an overlap. Right. So all the information on the cards or the decks that I'm using will all be in the description below. So if you are interested in any of these decks, you can find out exactly what decks I'm using in the description below. So the first deck that I'm using is the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. So while I shuffle this deck, we're asking that all the cards that I draw today from all the decks that I work with be exactly the energy and the message that all Geminis need to hear to help them navigate and to get through the month of August 2020. So this is for everybody who has a Gemini sun sign, Gemini moon sign, Gemini rising, or just an interest in the Gemini energy. Let the messages and the cards that we draw today be exactly what you need to hear to help you live the best life. And from this deck right now in particular, we're asking for the theme. So what is the theme of August for Gemini energy? What is the overall theme for the entire month that Gemini need to be aware of? Right. Let's see what we get. So we're going to draw just one card from this deck. That one looks good. So Gemini, card number 27, and it is home. Okay, so your overall theme for the month of August 2020 is home. And yeah, considering we're still officially on lockdown, You have to stay home, Gemini. You have to stay home. But you know what? Home is where the heart is. Home is our sanctuary. Home is our happy place. Home is our castle. Home is the one place where we are supposed to feel safe, where we are supposed to feel secure, where we are supposed to feel comfortable enough to be ourselves, okay? When we're at work, we have to put on our work mask. When we're with our friends, we put on our friend mask. When we're with family, we put on our family mask. But when we get home, it should be the place where we're able to disrobe all of those masks, let them go, and just be our true selves. Who's sticking out there? I just noticed that there's a tiny little owl. Looks like it's peering out the window. There's little animals all over the place. As I'm looking at this, I'm not even going to try and point them all out to you, but just there's quite a few little animals coming through there. So Gemini, your energy, your forecast, your overall theme for the month of August is about home. It's about being happy and content in your home, about recognizing that it is your safe place. You know, we've all been through a difficult year. It hasn't been easy for anybody. And, you know, what happens is we've probably been spending a little bit too much time at home, and it may not be feeling like your safe place. So we're going to see what the other cards have to say. But at this stage, it looks like the focus is on home. The focus is on making sure that we are happy, safe, and content in our home environment. And if we're not, we need to be making the changes necessary to get us to that point of having our home as our safe sanctuary. Because if you're not safe at home, where are you safe? All right. So that's going to be your theme for the month of August. I'm going to leave it on the table here in front of me. And I am now trying to pick up our tarot deck. And this month, the tarot deck that I'm using is the Gilded Tarot Royale. It's such an awesome deck, as I'm sure you will agree. So while I'm shuffling this deck, we're asking now, this is going to give us our detail for the month of August, okay? So we're asking for all Geminis out there, for all Geminis who are watching right now, who are connecting with us, what is the detail that we need to be aware of? What is coming up for them during the month? How does it relate to and connect to the energy of home? What is it that they need to know for beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month? What is significant? What is important? And what can they look out for? Okay, let's see what we get. I always try and hold the cards in a way that I can. So we're going to draw one card for the beginning of the month, one card for middle of the month, and one card for end of the month. All right, Gemini, let's have a look and see what we have got going here. So the first card we have is the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love all those greens. He looks so royal. He looks so regal. He looks so awesome. And the horse too. And if you look, the horse is lifting the leg. The horse is moving. And I know it's difficult to see, but there is a log here. And the horse is actually stepping over the log. So the Knight of Pentacles is all about movement. It's all about progress. Okay. Green, we all know that green is the color of money. And Pentacles it's got to do with our finances. It's got to do with our material possessions. It's got to do with the things that make us feel like we have achieved something in life. Okay. Back in to hold the card still. We have Mr. Squirrel up there as well. Okay, let's have a look. Mr. Squirrel, so he's all about hoarding, he's all about holding on to, he's all about gathering for the winter period or whatever it may be. So what's the saying to you? So Gemini, remember the theme is home. Okay, remember your theme is home. We need to constantly be reminding ourselves of that. The Knight of Pentacles is about making progress. It's not about thinking. It's not about strategizing. It's not about having an understanding. It's just about going through the motions, okay? So the knights, they're generally the ones that go out to battle, and they go and they do whatever needs doing, all right, at whatever battle is. They're the ones that carry it out. Somebody else has come up with the game plan. Somebody else has strategized. Somebody else has come up with it. They just wait for the order and they just charge, okay? And that's basically what you need to be doing with regards to your home. So for the first beginning period of August, Gemini, you need to be focusing on doing whatever is necessary in your home to make it better. Okay, we need to be doing the maintenance. We need to be doing the changes. We need to be doing the renovations. We need to be putting in the effort, because the night is all about effort. The night is all about making the changes, doing the work that is needed to have the abundance and the success, because he is about abundance and success in your home. So if you've been pondering a change, a purchase, if you've been pondering doing something to make your home better, this is your sign to say go for it, okay? As long as it is going to be beneficial to your home environment and not to any other environment. But the Knight of Pentacles is really saying to you, the time is now. It's time for action. It's not time for thinking. It's not time for strategizing. It's time to dive in and get busy and to get things done. Okay, step over the plank. Don't worry, like you can see the fallen tree. Don't worry about trying to remove it. Don't get distracted. Stay focused and do whatever is needed to achieve whatever you need to, so that you can have a happy home. Okay, so that's the beginning of the month. And remember, it's like the first 10 days, give or take-ish, and then there's a bit of a blend to our middle of the month. So middle of the month, we have the Queen of Wands. Look at her puppy. You can see the puppy by her feet. Isn't that gorgeous? So the Queen of Wands, she's a little bit, I'm going to call her no nonsense. The Queen of Wands, she's not the one that actually does the work, okay? She's the one who issues out the instructions. She's the one who is taking care of people, doing whatever she needs to do to make sure that people are taken care of, that people are okay. But don't cross her, because if you get in the way, she's gonna take you out, okay? She's not going to be afraid. So this is who you need to be in the middle of the month, all right? So we started off at the beginning of the month making the changes, doing things. You may find people have resisted that. So when the middle of the month comes, you may find that people are like, why are you doing that? What are you doing that for? No, don't. People are going to try and offer their guidance, offer their advice, and tell you what to do. She's saying to you, put your hand up and say, enough. No, I'm doing it my way. Okay. So she's telling you that you have this fiery energy within you. Allow that voice to speak. Allow that voice to come out. Do whatever you need to do, and don't let people get in your way. Recognize that it's your home, not anybody else's. It's your space. You can do what you like in your space. You're not accountable to anybody. You don't have to answer to anybody. So she's telling you, be strong, be confident, stand your ground, because you see she's got her wand sort of almost in a defensive action across her chest. So nobody is going to get too close to her. She is ready to fend off anybody who looks to tackle her. The puppy's looking up to her as if to say, well, what's going on? So that means that she is maybe a little bit overly defensive, okay, because the puppy hasn't noticed any action. The puppy hasn't noticed any danger, but she certainly seems to be ready for it. So be ready to stand your ground, to defend your home, and to defend your safety, to defend your honor, and to defend and to make sure that your home is the happy place that you want it to be. So remember, beginning of the month, we just made changes, okay? We did whatever we've been putting off for a while. We implemented, we brought it all into fruition. We now may be feeling a little bit defensive, like when people are questioning us and challenging us. And then as the month gets to a close, we have devil energy coming through. Devil energy is about being a little bit too focused, a little bit too narrow-minded, a little bit obsessed over something, okay? So the devil is saying that you are so focused and so determined on something that, you know what, anybody who comes near you just gets shot down, okay? And the devil is saying to you, we need to be cautious of that. We need to make sure that we're not being too hot-headed, all right? We need to make sure that we're doing things with the right thinking, with the right intentions. So remember, our theme is home. So for the entire month, that is what we're focusing on. We want to focus on making sure that by the time the end of August comes around, that we have a happy home. And maybe this is saying to you that you have to be hot-headed, okay? So it'll depend on your circumstances, depend on what's going on in your life. So you either need to be hot-headed, or you must make sure that you're not overly hot-headed. So the devil, he's generally about obsessions. He's about the things that we are so focused on that nothing else comes into mind. And maybe it's saying to you that you need to be more focused on your home, making it the happy place that you want it to be, regardless of who, what, when, and how. Okay, so let's look at all three of these together. Just hold it so that you can see it. There we go, no glare. So beginning of the month, we just do what we want. Okay, we implement, we change, we buy, we do whatever we need to do to make our home happy. But it's about carrying out the actions. No thinking about it, no discussions. It's just we go out and we do it. Middle of the month, we start getting a little bit defensive. We start getting a little bit concerned about people's opinions, people's reactions to what we're doing and what we've done. And it's about recognizing that we're allowed to stand our ground and say, you know what, I can do what I like. okay? And it's about being a little bit more confident. Then as the end of the month comes, we need to be cautious that we're not being too confident. We need to be cautious that we're not so focused on what people are saying or what we think people are saying, okay? So what I'm going to say to you with regards to the Devil card is take a minute, close your eyes, breathe, listen to what the people are saying around you. Listen to what they're asking or what they're saying, and then react, okay? Don't be so hot-headed that we don't allow other people to have, or that we don't listen to what people are saying. But as long as we are making our home our happy place, as long as we are making our home our safe haven, as long as we are comfortable in our home, everything is going to be okay. And if you're not happy and comfortable in your home, be that devil, okay? Be the devil's advocate, play devil's advocate, do whatever you have to do. So this card is really, it's dependent on your circumstances, how tough you need to be or how gentle you need to be, okay? So you will adjust the interpretation there to suit your own circumstances. As long as you get through the month of August, ensuring that your home is your safe place, that your home is your happy place, and that you have the support that you need, you're doing okay. You know what? And again, with everything that's happening in the world, we are all spending so much time at home. And it really does need to be your happy place. It needs to be the one place where you are safe, where you are content. And I really want to use that word, content, because contentment, if you don't have contentment here in your heart, if you don't have contentment in your mind, you're just going to be a ball of anxiety. So we need to be that. And we need to carry out the actions to ensure that we have that contentment that we want, need, and deserve. Right, so I'm going to put these on the table here in front of me so that I can see them, and I will refer to them again as needed. But now what I want to do is I want to pick up this particular deck, and this is the Angels and Ancestors deck by Kyle Gray, and it's a really awesome deck. And what we're asking from this deck is we're asking for a message from Spirit. What does Spirit want us to know about our home? What does Spirit want us to know about the things that we need to carry out and things that we need to do during the month of August 2020 for all Geminis out there? What is the message from Spirit? What do we need to be mindful of? What do we need to know? And what do Spirit want us to hear? Okay. That one looks good. Oh, I love this woman. She is so gorgeous. So we have the Magic Guardian, and she's telling you to unlock the magic within. And I'm going to add within your home. Okay. So you've got the Magic Guardian working with you. That's the message from Spirit. To know that Magic Guardian is with you. Magic Guardian is helping you and guiding you and helping you to unlock the magic within. And it's within your home, but it's also to unlock the magic within yourself, because you can't have a happy home if you're not happy and content with yourself. So I understand why Spirit are giving us this message, because everything that I've said so far has been focused on the physical home, on the physical dwelling, on making the energies in the home. But what we need to understand is if we're not content here in our hearts, if we're not content here in our souls, we can't be content in our homes. So I understand this. So just to, again, Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. You've got to not only be focused on your physical home, focused on making those energies perfect and beautiful, but you have to make sure that you are content here within your soul. So you need to unlock the magic within yourself. Be truly authentic you so that you can be content and happy within your physical home space as well. I love that. That's actually such a powerful message. So I'm going to leave that on the table in front of me. And now I want to pick up. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle, also by Colette Baron-Reid. And this is going to give us the spirit animal that's working with us during the month of August. So for all Geminis out there, which energy, which spirit animal is working with us during the month of August? What is the message the spirit animal has for us, and what do we need to be mindful of? What do we need to know? Let's see. Okay. So just drawing one card from here. So Gemini, you have got Be Spirit. Sweet results await. So if we are focused on our home, if we are focused on unlocking the magic within, if we are focused on the right things and not obsessing on the irrelevant things, if we are focused on the right things, if we stand our ground and are strong and confident in who we are, and if we carry out the actions that are needed, sweet results await. I love that. That's actually quite awesome. So Gemini, for the month of August, you need to understand that there's work to be done. Work on self, work on your home, okay? There are opportunities within that will bring you the sweetness that you deserve, the results that you deserve, and the happiness that you deserve, okay? So Gemini, therein lies your August 2020 forecast reading. I do hope you enjoyed that. If you did enjoy the video content, please can I have a thumbs up from you, and I would love to have a little comment from you below on what you thought. And remember that throughout the entire month, there's a lot of content on my channel that's available to you. So if you haven't already done, please consider subscribing. And until we meet again, from my heart to yours, you take care.